This episode of Beer Utopia is brought to you by Flying Dog Brewery and Light Panels. Hi, and welcome to Beer Utopia. Eric's on assignment. I think he's out looking for some new hats for the show. So I asked a good friend of mine, Cliff Brannon, to join me today. And Cliff is responsible for the great open that we have now for Beer Utopia. I want to thank you very much for that.
No problem.
So, you like beer, right?
I do. I do like beer.
So, one of the things, if you've been following the website and on the blog, you know, Chris has been making his own beer, made a beer, didn't buy a kit, he tried to do it all from scratch. And I want to try to make some beer, and everybody said they're kind of scared, they didn't know what to do. So two companies were nice enough to send us some beer kits, and I asked Cliff to help out. So we got the Mr. Beer homebrew kit and the Cooper's microbrewery kit. So what we're going to do is I'm going to set this one down, Cliff, pull that one over, and we'll talk about it.
All right.
So I asked Cliff to come on today, so I want to ask your help. I can't do both of them. Would you be willing to take this home?
Absolutely. Take it home.
Make the beer. All right, so take the beer, or take the kit home, make the beer, and I'll make you an agreement.
Yeah.
I'll do my kit, you do your kit, we come back here, we'll taste it.
We'll do a tasting. All right. That sounds like a good idea.
So let's take a look at, why don't you open that up, let's see what's inside of a Mr. Beer kit. Now you can get these at mrbeer.com, and they were the ones who sent us this. So we're just going to kind of open it up, show you what you get. So before you spend money on a kit, you'll know what you're getting.
All right, we got a barrel.
All right, that's pretty cool.
The instructions, which I'm sure I'll be using.
All right.
Oh, some specials. Let's see.
Catalog, so you can buy refills. I think all these have refill kits.
Yeah, refill kits. They said they got hundreds of recipes online that you can buy.
So I see inside of here we got the bottle caps, and these are the bottles. These are plastic bottles, by the way.
Here we are. Here's the booster, boost alcohol and body, and a pale ale recipe.
Okay, is that the actual malt extract, probably?
And the rest in here.
So there's the malt extract.
Here's a cleaner to clean everything out, sanitizer, and the rest seems to be bottles in here.
All right.
So, guess we'll.
So I guess that's
that's
everything.
That's it.
So we got your ingredients, all the ingredients. Here's your malt extract, your bottles, your caps are in here.
Caps are in the barrel.
And I'm assuming that once we look to the instructions, this is going to be your fermenter, your everything.
Little tap there, so it'll be, stick it in the fridge.
When you're ready to do the bottling. So, this seems pretty simple to me. I mean, just looking at it, have you made beer before?
Never made beer before.
I never have either, so this is a really new thing for us. We could go down to our local beer store and buy these kits, get some help, but we're going to try to do it alone and see how this works out. So I tell you what, let's, we're going to pack this up, and then we're going to look at the Cooper's kit.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Hi, and welcome back. We packed up the Mr. Beer kit, and I think Cliff is going to take it home. And
take it home tonight.
If you'll do us a favor, and all the viewers, if you will blog about it, take some pictures.
Take some pictures. Start it off tonight. We'll get it going.
All right. Well, you'll come back and we'll try them together. So one of the great things about Beer Utopia is we're all of a sudden getting, you know, replies and comments from all over the world, and we have a huge following in Australia. And I've had so many requests to try Cooper's beer. When we started looking for beer kits, I noticed Cooper makes a lot of good kits. The people at Cooper's actually were nice enough to put me in touch with makebeer.net, and they're the United States distributor, and they have a great website, which we have a banner on our website. You can buy these kits through them. I think it's like an $80 kit.
No, not bad for a starter kit.
And I think you get just about everything you need, and you can reuse it. So we're going to have a banner on our website to makebeer.net. We get a little bit of a affiliate program, so if you buy one through there, we'll get a little credit for that, and that'd help us out a lot. We'd appreciate that. So let's see exactly what's all in this. So, got your spoon. It's important. This is really cool. Check this out. This is the fermenter, and looks like they use this to package everything in, so that's pretty cool. So we've got airlock, we got a hydrometer, we've got all of the instructions.
Caps for your bottles.
Right.
Bunch of, once again, same as the Mr. Beer. Got the
Right.
plastic bottles. And
They sent us some brewing sugar for it, which comes into the kit. So this is a lager kit.
my goodness.
So there's the malt. So you have the malt, the sugar, all these other items for the fermenter. Oh, this is cool. So I mean, you got this is your filler.
yeah.
So as you stick it in, little valve in it so you can fill it. So, you know, for $80, I think that's what it costs retail, you get a whole kit that you can reuse and make more beer. One of the things that was really interesting too is they were nice enough. Let me bring this up. They sent a whole other kit to make an IPA. So
Oh,
they sent me all
fantastic.
the ingredients to do an IPA and a lager. And it looks like it's all pretty much pre-measured. And the great thing is that they've got like some little tablets here. They're like, I know they might be hard to see, but they're kind of like they look like cough drops. That's what you put in the bottle to do the carbonation. So it's a controlled, measured amount, which I thought was pretty cool. Like I said, they're all plastic bottles, and that's pretty much all the kit. I think that's...
There's just more bottles in the box.
More bottles?
Oh, wait. There we are, your hydrometer.
All right. So you got your hydrometer, we got fillers, the fermenter, everything you could use.
A lot of bottles. This is going to make a lot of beer.
A lot of beer. Oh, and look in here. Hey, let's see what this is.
Yeah.
I thought it said show on the box.
Oh.
A DVD. A DVD, so I can sit and watch this before I brew the beer. 'Cause I hate to read instructions. You know me, I'll just jump in and do
Yeah,
it. So this will be really challenging for us. I mean, I've never made beer before. You've never made it before.
No.
Here's two kits. I would say the Mr. Beer kit's probably a real basic starter
Very
kit.
simple, yeah.
But if you're limited on space, maybe, we'll see if that, and then this is probably a little more advanced. Both of the companies have extra ingredients, so everything works out. You want to make more beer, then hey, you've already, got all the stuff. And I figure it's kind of like, I kind of relate it to making cakes or something.
Yeah.
We're doing the Betty Crocker easy bake cakes here, and then hopefully we'll be making beer from scratch as we go forward. So as we get a little more. But
We'll open up that microbrew here soon.
I would love to have it on microbrew. Hey, keep watching Beer Utopia, but we're going to be brewing beer. We're going to be doing some brewery tours. We got some new news coming up, some really exciting things happening. But this wouldn't be an episode of Beer Utopia if we didn't do a beer tasting. Would you want to stick around and taste some beer?
Oh, that'd be great.
Because Cooper's was nice enough to send us some beer.
Oh.
So we'll try the actual lager that we're going to make, so then we have some sort of point of reference for what we're going to
Yeah,
make.
we'll have a baseline to see how well we do with our kit.
That's awesome. So we're going to pack this up, and then we'll be right back, and we'll do the beer tasting. Hey, and welcome back. We kind of got started without you. We got some Cooper's Lager, which is the same beer that they gave us in the kit. So, it's a really good lager.
It is. It is very clean, very clear. It has a very robust smell to it.
Right. A little more complex than maybe an average lager that you've had, from someone else. The American lager, we all think of Budweiser. So I think if you were going to relate this to Budweiser, it's just maybe a little bit more of a hop smell. Maybe a little bit.
A little more, yeah.
Just a little bit more rounded. Let's see. And what really it's really carbonated at the front end.
But it smooths out really quickly and no aftertaste.
I think, for me, lagers always have a bit of an aftertaste.
A little bit of bitterness.
Yeah, but this isn't bitter at all. You go to their website, and they have this really great website, www.coopers.com.au. And as a Web 2.0 show, we always kind of evaluate companies on their websites. And I like their website.
Yeah.
It's got some little cool flash stuff. You can try their different, you can point on some of these beer caps, and it talks about their different beers, a little bit of animation going on. You got a general store, sponsorships, entertainment, brewery tours, racing, pale ale racing, so they have a racing team. I was doing some research and seeing that they use Clydesdales a lot like Budweiser does. So they have Clydesdales that pull some of their beer wagons and things like that. So that's pretty cool.
Well, you mentioned they were in southern Australia, so I'm sure they'd be comfortable there, and rather than some of the hotter parts of Australia.
Well, there you go. Yeah. They're having a good time down in Australia, and this is really, really good beer.
It is. It will.
So they sent us these other beers. So what we're going to do is we're going to try another one, and we'll save the other ones for a future episode. So I'm going to let you choose. And
well, since normally I am a stout kind of guy, so I think we'd like to try the Cooper Stout.
Well, that sounds awesome. So we'll be right back. I'm going to get some fresh glasses, and we'll come back and try the Coopers.
Okay.
We're back, and we had to get some fresh glasses, and we're going to try the Stout. But I'm going to be honest with you. We're shooting this without Heather, my wife Heather, who's our camera person. She had to be out today, and without her, I don't know what we'd do, because that last segment, we forgot to press record.
Yeah.
We drank half the beer. We're talking.
The famous double clutch.
You missed the pour. You missed all the cool stuff. So, but it was good beer. I really liked that one.
It was fantastic beer. I don't usually care for lagers much, but that one's going to find a place in my fridge for sure.
So we're going to try now the Cooper's Best Extra Stout. So, the Best Extra Stout is an ale and stout brewed using centuries-old top fermentation method and natural bottling conditioning, resulting in a characteristic fine sediment forming on the base of the bottle. The sediment is completely natural and can be gently mixed before drinking or poured carefully, leaving the sediment in the bottle.
Okay.
So I'm really excited. I'm a stout guy too. I know me and Eric talk about he doesn't like stouts as much as I do. So me and you both like stouts, so we can kind of judge this one pretty good. So let's just go straight for the pour.
All right.
And hey, if anybody in Australia wants to have Beer Utopia, come there. Send us plane tickets. We'll gladly come down and tour the breweries. So I'm gonna. Well, that's some dark, chocolatey, malty beer. Now, normally I would pour a little straighter to get the head in there, but I think because of the sediment, I was trying to keep it a little easy there.
It's a rather thin head, but that's okay.
Yeah, and it might start to head up there a little bit. I mean, that's probably a lot of the way I was pouring.
Oh, right off the bat, you can smell the malt molasses.
Very sweet, thick. You hold it up to the light, and we're using some pretty good lights for filming here, and I can't see the lights at all. Let's go for the taste.
Oh, that's a good stout.
Okay, now initially what I noticed is a lot more carbonated than an average stout. Don't you agree? Right off the front end, bite from the carbonation. Chocolatey, malty.
Very malty, very. If you like a sweet beer, you'll like this one.
But
not overly sweet, not sickly sweet.
Right, and
not
it's
like
not
breakfast syrup.
But it's not. I didn't have any bitterness. A lot of these type of stouts people don't like because they are a little bitter at the end. This one is very smooth, just like the lager.
Well,
That is awesome.
The guys at Cooper's Brewery have really figured out how to make a smooth beer, no matter what style they're making.
Well, this makes me so more excited about doing my beer kit because if it turns out like that, I mean, we'll have to have a party and drink all the beer. It'd be awesome.
We'll have a Beer Utopia episode.
Hey, everybody, thank you for watching Beer Utopia. You can find me at Brant C on Twitter. You can find, I think you have a Twitter account, right?
I do.
Cliff Brannon is on Twitter. We have the forums. You can email us, join the Utopians, and write and help give us some more input on how we can make the show better for you. One of the great things, our sponsor, Flying Dog, was going to be letting us come up to the Great American Beer Festival. And we're going to be doing an event together. More on that in the future. But that's going to be a lot of fun. So we're going to try a lot of beers and go to this festival and just really do it right.
Be at the heart of beer in North America, that's for sure.
Help Flying Dog promote their event, which is going to be like bands, parties, food pairings. It's going to be awesome. So we just want to thank Flying Dog for their sponsorship. And we got the Seismic pages now on there that you can leave the video reviews. If you want to review your own beer, send it to us. you know, this show's for you. Tell us what you want to hear, what you want to see, what you want us to do different. We'll try to get to that. Follow our brewing. We're going to be brewing it. He's going to blog about his, take some pictures. I'll actually do some video episodes when I go to make it. That way you can follow along. And, you know, thanks for watching. Don't forget to check us out on iTunes. You can download the episodes there. And I want to thank you, Cliff, for joining me today.
Not a problem.
And, you know, come back again and we'll taste the beers that you brewed. But come back again and taste with me and Eric.
I have to find Eric a fancy hat to bring.
Fancy hat. That's the goal,
there
right?
you go.
Well, thanks.
Thank you.
Cheers.
We love beer. We love beer. Yes, we do. We love beer. Yes, we do. We love beer. Yes, we do.